Most people wake up every day busy, but not effective. They work harder, rush faster, and still feel stuck. The truth is, failure doesn't usually come from lack of effort. It comes from invisible habits that quietly control your life. Today, you're about to discover the mindset shift that separates reactive people from powerful, self-directed leaders. And once you hear it, you won't be able to unsee it. This summary is based on The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey, one of the most influential personal development books ever written. This book didn't become famous because it promised quick hacks or overnight success. It became legendary because it addressed something deeper: character, principles, and long-term effectiveness. Covey wrote this book to solve a problem many people don't realize they have. We live in a world obsessed with shortcuts, surface-level success, and external results. But inside, people feel overwhelmed, misunderstood, reactive, and out of control. This book speaks directly to that pain. It teaches you how to stop reacting to life and start leading it from the inside out. If you feel busy but unfulfilled, productive but disconnected, successful but stressed, this message is for you. At its core, this book teaches one central idea. Effectiveness starts internally before it ever shows externally. Covey organizes this through 7 habits, but they are not tricks, they are principles. Let's break the most powerful lessons down in simple, repeatable language. The first core lesson is responsibility. Highly effective people take full ownership of their lives. They understand a powerful truth. Between what happens to you and how you respond, there is a space. And in that space, you have a choice. Most people live reactively. They blame circumstances, other people, the economy, their past, or their emotions. Effective people do the opposite. They choose their response. This means your mood is not controlled by traffic. Your progress is not controlled by your boss. Your future is not controlled by your past. When you accept responsibility, you regain power. When you stop blaming, you start leading. Repeating this matters because it's easy to forget. You are not your circumstances. You are your choices. The second core lesson is clarity of direction. Effective people don't just react day by day. They decide who they want to become before life decides for them. They begin with the end in mind. This means they define their values, their priorities, and their personal mission. Most people let life design them. Effective people design their lives intentionally. They ask themselves, what matters most to me? What kind of person do I want to be? What do I want people to say about me when I'm not in the room? When you don't decide your priorities, distractions decide for you. When you don't define success, society defines it for you. This habit matters because clarity creates focus, and focus creates results. The third core lesson is disciplined execution. Knowing what matters is useless if you don't act on it. Highly effective people organize their lives around importance, not urgency. They focus on what moves their life forward, not just what screams the loudest. Most people live in reaction mode, constantly handling fires, messages, and emergencies. Effective people protect time for growth, planning, learning, and relationships. They say no to distractions so they can say yes to progress. This lesson is repeated because it's uncomfortable. Doing what matters most often feels less urgent in the moment, but long-term success is built by consistently choosing important actions over urgent noise. The fourth core lesson is mindset in relationships. Effective people don't see life as a competition. They think in terms of mutual benefit. They look for solutions where everyone can win. This doesn't mean weakness, it means maturity. When you approach relationships with a win-lose mindset, you create resistance. When you approach with win-win thinking, you create trust. Effective people understand that long-term success is built on cooperation, not domination. This habit matters because relationships are leverage. Careers, businesses, families, and leadership all rise or fall based on trust and respect. The fifth core lesson is communication and understanding. Highly effective people listen first. They don't listen to reply, they listen to understand. Most people want to be heard. Effective people start by hearing others. When you truly understand someone, influence becomes natural. Conflict decreases, respect increases, misunderstandings fade. This habit is repeated because listening is a skill most people never practice, yet it changes everything. Together, these lessons form a progression. Responsibility leads to clarity. Clarity leads to disciplined action. Disciplined action leads to strong relationships. Strong relationships multiply results.
Now let's bring this into your life today. If you apply this today, start with one simple shift. Stop blaming. The next time something goes wrong, pause and ask, what part of this can I control? That question alone puts you back in power. Most people ignore this, but clarity is created through writing. Could you take 10 minutes to write what truly matters to you? Not what looks good, not what others expect, what actually matters. This is where real change begins. Next, protect time for what's important. Even 30 minutes a day focused on growth compounds faster than hours of distracted effort. Schedule priorities. Don't prioritize schedules. In conversations, practice listening without interrupting. Don't plan your response, just understand. You'll notice immediate changes in how people respond to you. And finally, think long-term. Ask yourself daily, is what I'm doing today moving me toward the person I want to become? If the answer is no, adjust. Small, consistent shifts create massive life change.
Effectiveness is not about doing more. It's about becoming more. When you lead yourself first, everything else follows. Your career, your relationships, your peace of mind. If this summary helped you, subscribe for daily audiobook summaries designed to sharpen your mindset and multiply your impact. And next, listen to our summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear, where we break down how small habits quietly shape your entire future. Stay calm, stay intentional, and keep building the habits that build your life.